Hey, welcome back to the Tasman595 channel. First of all, I just wanted to apologize for not making videos the last couple weeks. I just got my wisdom teeth removed, and that has not been fun to deal with at all. But we're pushing through, we're slaying, and I just haven't really been able to get around to YouTube videos because of that, so now I'm back. Don't worry. But today's topic, I wanted to talk about how your 20s are not as bad as you think they're going to be. Now, keep in mind, this is coming from someone that's only 22 years old. And I know that sounds kind of bad, but something that I have noticed is I spent a lot of my years from like 18 to 21 kind of worrying about what my future was going to be, like who I'm going to be as a person, what I should be doing, etc., etc. Like, a lot of the stuff was I was worried that I wasn't mature enough to be an adult, or I wasn't like capable of being an adult, you know what I'm saying? And something that I realized when I got into adulthood is like nobody knows what they're doing at all. Nobody knows. And it's just like, it's interesting because I spent a lot of years just wondering what it was going to be like. Like, I thought there was going to be this immediate light switch that just like flicks on, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm more mature now, I'm more of an adult. And what I've kind of realized is it's just a really long process that you have to kind of get used to. And if you're like me, and instead of thinking about the future, you kind of just avoid thinking about it and just go into stuff like video games and listening to music and things like that. It definitely delays that quite a bit. So I didn't start having any of these realizations until about the time I turned 22. Because I just spent so long being this like sheltered teenager that never grew up, you know. But now that I'm 22, something that I've kind of realized is like it's really not as bad as I initially thought it was. It's only going to be really bad if you intensely focus on all the anxiety and depression that comes with it. But if you somehow manage to push all that aside, which, don't get me wrong, it can be a grueling process, but if you're able to push that all aside, it can be the most freeing experience ever to just realize I'm an adult, I'm alive, I can do what I want, and nobody can stop me. And it's an amazing feeling. Something else that I've noticed too is from like 18 to 21, you kind of get this rebellious phase where you're like, I don't want to do any of the stuff I was doing anymore because that's childish. And then the second that you enter adulthood, you start doing all of those things again. Literally, from 18 to 21, I was a huge... I was one of those 2-week Minecraft phase people, and I've never been like that. I've always been the person to play Minecraft for hours and hours and hours and just not be able to stop. And as I entered adulthood and started playing Minecraft again, all of that started coming back, where it would be like 4 hours of playing Minecraft, and I'm like, oh, whoops. But I had fun doing it, and it wasn't something that I just like used to waste time. And I think that's something very important for people to realize is the more you withhold stuff about yourself, it's not going to go away. It's just going to go internally, you know? Another thing is like I literally have a bunch of Legos on my TV stand, because I loved building Legos as a kid, and there's like a lot of like my music taste that has not changed at all. I've always been a metalhead at heart, but there's just a lot of things from like 18 to 21 that I kind of was like, ew, I don't want to do that anymore because I'm an adult now and I should be more mature. And it was like, just because you have these hobbies doesn't make you immature, you know? It just means that you like the things you like. Like, there's not really any wraparound around it, you know? Wrap around it? Is that how you say that? Sure, probably. But, no, it's really interesting. Like, the more you just let anxiety and depression consume you, the more you're just going to be so judgmental towards yourself and then judgmental towards others because you're judgmental towards yourself. The only reason I'm saying that is because I have caught myself doing that a ton. I'll be at like the grocery store or something, you know, see someone that I typically would have made fun of if I was like 18 or 19 or something, but nowadays I'm just like, why did I even have that negative point of view? And it's the same thing with like road rage too. Like, I get it. I get that there are bad drivers on the road, but at the same time, like, some people just aren't good at driving, and that's okay. Like, they need time to get better, or if they haven't, it's just a problem with them, and it's not anything that is worth getting upset over, you know? Unless you get in like a freaking crash, but still, I mean, like, there's so many things that I used to get upset about that I just realized I don't even need to be upset about, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I know if you're watching this, gamer rage is probably a huge thing that some of us deal with. And especially those of us in the ADHD crowd, don't get our anger mixed up with it. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but yeah, like, gamer rage is a huge thing that I used to fall victim to. Like, oh my god, I died and lost all of my stuff. No, I'm gonna cry for hours. I'm gonna break my controller. Like, do you not realize that you literally just have an opportunity to restart and get everything again and play for more hours and have more fun? Like, there's so many little things that I would get upset over that just were not worth getting upset over at all. And part of maturing and part of becoming an adult is realizing that 99% of the stuff that you do get upset about is not worth getting upset about. And like, there's a huge positive in forgiveness, you know. And that's something that I've really been trying to implement, because that's something I have struggled with. Don't get me wrong. I'm the type of person where if someone does me wrong, I just cut them out. So I'm really trying to get better at that. And it's an annoying process for sure. But, you know, it's step by step, and you just got to keep on putting your best foot forward. No matter what. And basically, the moral of the story is your 20s are not going to be that bad. Like, don't get me wrong, the anxiety and depression, that does suck. It does suck, because I know a lot of us go through that nowadays. And it's just about pushing past that and realizing that you don't have to succumb to these things. You can just be you. And that's that, you know? Like, I don't know what else to say, to be honest, but like, one of the major things that I've realized is just all your childhood stuff coming back, which I know I said earlier, but like, I've been playing Pokemon again. I've been playing Mario Brothers. Like, I found Final Fantasy 3 on the DS. I used to play that game so much as a kid, and literally yesterday, I was playing for what I thought was maybe like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, checked my save time, and it was 2 hours and 10 minutes. And I was like, what? Excuse me? So, yeah. Your hobbies do come back. They don't just magically disappear, and you don't have to be upset when they come back. Just take it as a sign of, oh yeah, I love this stuff. Why don't I just keep on doing it, you know? But anyway, yeah, your 20s won't be that bad. Cheer up, kid. Okay, bye.